I'm Dave Dawson at the annual Chief Thunderstick tournament in Saskatoon at the beautiful Merlis Belcher Place, and you run into all kinds of people from different backgrounds and celebrities, and none other than Ted Nolan behind the bench as he spent a number of years in the NHL and now helping out with this event. Ted, thanks so much for spending time today. What's this event been like so far?
Actually, this is my first time. Obviously, I heard about Freddie Sasakamo's tournament. It's going on for a few years now, and when I got a call from the Wiki team to ask if I'd be willing to coach a girls team, I jumped all over the opportunity, and to see the caliber of our First Nation girls as of late. I mean, we've got some very talented young ladies.
What does that mean to you, just to see not only the women's game grow, but in the First Nations heritage as well, and the caliber of hockey?
Well, we have a bunch of guys that trailblazed for us, and Freddie being one of the first ones. And then you got Reggie Leach, and then Brian Trotche, and Gino Ojek, and Chris Simon, Montour, young kid now, Carey Price. So now we have more and more trailblazers ahead of us to paving the way for us. So, and watching this tournament here, I'm quite sure we're going to have a few more.
Now, obviously, you speak quite a bit about the heritage and just Neil and Fred Sasakamu, the connection to that. The statue getting unveiled today, what does all that when you bring to your mind when you think of the connection to the First Nations game?
Well, Neil to continue the legacy of his father, and I had the privilege of meeting Freddie a few times, and I didn't have the luxury of seeing him play. But I tell you what, if he was half the player that he was a man, he must have been one heck of a player. So, but to play in the National Hockey League with the original six is tough for anybody. What Freddie had to go through in order to play at that time was outstanding. So it's just a testament to what our people have had to go through with the residential schools and so forth to get to that level and paving a way for people like myself.
Yeah, you did mention the residential schools, and obviously that's been all over the news over the last year. What is your message to maybe some of the First Nations younger boys and girls out there who are, really trying to blaze a trail for the future, and yourself and Anthony Stewart obviously didn't come from an easy background. What's the message of hope for the future when it comes to the game of hockey and First Nations kids?
I spread the story as much as I can. I grew up in a very small community in Northern Ontario. Our reserve was called Garden River. And when I tell the story, people think I lived in the 1800s, but it wasn't that long ago. We didn't have indoor plumbing. We didn't have electricity. My first pair of skates were size 6 or 7. I put rubber boots on to make them fit. I played recreational hockey my entire life when I could afford it from 10 on. And so my story with the kids, no matter where you're from and how much money you have, if you have a dream and you have an idea, the biggest thing is to work and compete. You don't have to be rich to do that, and you just have to work and believe in yourself and find a way. And so the biggest thing is finding a way. Once you find that way, anything is possible.
And that way, this weekend is the Chief Thunderstick Tournament, 40 men's teams and 10 female teams as well. Ted, we really appreciate your time. Thanks so much for making time for us today.
Thanks very much.
All right.
Have a good day.
Always nice to meet a guy like Ted Nolan making a difference in the community. Catch all the games this weekend on hnlive.ca.